Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 25 of my Manchester Central series. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. While you're here, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and feel free to hit that bell and you'll never ever miss anything I do. Now, at the minute, I am chilling out a bit. This is part 1 of the end, so there's going to be one more episode after this. And then the Manchester Central series is over. I've got a few other ideas of little one-shot, one-off episodes I'm going to bring out here and there, just in the build-up to FM19, and I'm super excited about FM19. Do not worry, if you like my content, I will be hitting it full force. We've got a beta series with Man United. I've got my long-running series that's going to be coming out too, which I can't wait to get into. I've been putting all the graphics together for everything, so I am super excited. Now, if you are wondering when the competition draw is going to be, I'm leaving it to the last ever episode. We'll go out with a bang, and one of you will win that shirt if you did enter, that is. Right, you don't know who we're playing, do you? Because I've played a bit of it, quite a bit of it. It's been okay, and as always, well, let's get into it. Let's just stop talking, let's leave the office, grab your tango, get your coat, we're going. So the first game after the last episode, which had a few tech issues, you'll know if you've seen it. We played West Ham in the Premier League, the team we played in the FA Cup. We beat them 3-0 again at their place, so I was happy with this. And the General scored, Ronnie bagged 2 goals. Ronnie, who's just had trouble scoring ever since he got promoted into the first team, has started to put the ball in the back of the net, so super happy. Next, Wolverhampton Wanderers came to our place in the Premier League again. We beat these guys 2-1, so ground out victory really, but it wasn't a grounded out victory because we freaking had a million chances. It's one of them really frustrating games where we should have beaten by a whole lot of goals. Maybe if we'd have had Shelley up top, I don't know. Ronnie didn't play too well in this game. Baby Hulk came on for him. Tico got the goal, the right back, and Chalky. So fair play. At the end of the day, a win is a win, and we need as many wins as we can get. Back to the FA Cup, and we played Birmingham. And like I might have mentioned in the last episode, I B-teamed it. Really did give some kids a chance, and we scraped through. This was a 2-1 victory that was a scrape througher. We didn't batter Birmingham at all, it was pretty even. But had a lot of kids in this, and a lot of freaking yellow cards on both sides. We even ended up with a red card, but we threw. And the treble is alive. Back to the Premier League and another victory. Bumblebee Kit's been lucky for us, I think, this season. Beating Stoke, who, don't forget, some people might not remember, but Stoke were a good team. Got some good players. They were Tycoon takeovered a few years ago, so they're decent. And yeah, great victory, Chalky and Ricardo Maida got the goals. Now this game was super frustrating. It's the first leg in the Champions League against Barcelona, and usually we do poor away. Well, our away record is pretty bad. We usually salvage it at home. Barcelona are a good team still, full of regens, don't get me wrong, but I think we played better. We had way more chances. Super frustrating. Jose got our goal. They scored 2, obviously beat us 2-1. Mark Shelley was back as well. Didn't have the greatest comeback game. Super disappointed with it. And we carried on them Champions League blues into the Premier League against an average Leicester team, but an average Leicester team that probably had the edge on us and nearly maybe could have won it, but they went down 10 men and we didn't capitalise on them 10 men and we drew 1-1, dropping points. But like always, we come home in Europe and we kick ass. I don't know why, but we're just so good at home. We always have been, especially at the Sir Brett Dalton. I don't think I've ever come away from a first leg defeat away and gone, we're doomed. I think we've always got a chance at the Sir Brett, and we proved it again here. I think we were better than Barcelona in the first leg anyway, and at home, with all the Central fans behind us, we proved it. Spanked them 3-0, Jose scored, Maida scored, and Ben Casely-Hayford, hero, we dominated him as well. I loved it. But then we're at home against one of our arch rivals, our old landlord. Maybe had a bit of European blues in this game, and we drew 0-0, a bit boring, really. Evenly boring. After that, we played one of my other favourite teams, Huddersfield Town. You all know why I love Huddersfield. Bood in the Hood. Gotta love Bood in the Hood. And beat them 3-1. Buljan scored, Escutini scored, and Ronnie got a goal. Jose was amazing. He's come into this team back from his injury, and he is just on fire. But then, guys, the treble dream died. We faced our other rival and the team I love the most, Manchester United, in this semi-final. And to be fair, I took a risk. Too many games coming up, and I had to prioritise competitions, and out the 3 left, the FA Cup was at the bottom. So I B-teamed it, but to be fair, they did me super proud. They played against a very good United team. This is a full-strength United side. and we only got beat on penalties, and we had more chances and more of the ball. So my kids, well done lads. We're out of the FA Cup, obviously the Premier League is still alive, and we have 4 games left to play, and we are well in the lead. I can't see us not winning the Premier League. I'm not always the most confident player, even though you might think I am. I'm quite good at the game. I think I'm decent at this game. But you know, if you look at it last season, sometimes the game can bite you in the ass, and you know, I've been bitten in the ass quite a lot in this series. Like, we lost the Europa League final a couple of years ago as well. So I don't always count my chickens. I just always like, I like to wait till it actually happens. But I'll be honest with you, I can't see us. We've come through so much this year. The scandal in the summer, losing some good players, not being able to bring anyone in. My young players coming through, the team seeming like they've bonded together. And we've pulled out some great victories, some great performances. And I mean, what, we're 8 points clear. We've got a game in hand on Chelsea. Seriously, it'd take one hell of a monumental cup for us to balls this up. So I'm super proud. And we're just looking like champions, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to goals scored, we're now top. With 75, scored one more than City. And this is with what you could say only 2 out-and-out strikers. Maida's always been a backup. We've got Shelley, we've had Ronnie, we've got Baby Hulk who's hardly played, but we've still scored this many goals. And this is from a team that only trains to defend. When it comes to defending, like I always say, championships are won in defence, and we've only conceded 20 goals. The next team's Liverpool with 32. And I will say though, I know we only train defence, I think that's helped. But I think one of my strengths this year has been that back 4. Apart from Maturana having that little bit of an injury for the first few games of the season, none of them have been injured. It's been Maturana at left back, Tico at right back, the General, and Colorado, sometimes Esquitini, and that goalkeeper O'Donnell's really settled into his role and become quality this year. So yeah, you're probably wondering who I'm playing today, and it's obviously PSG. I've been wanting to play this for years. The 4 most expensive players in the world are Paris's. If you go on the list, I'll show you in a minute, loads of them are from Paris Saint-Germain. We'll have a look at some of their players in detail today actually, but also their manager. Look who it is. Yeah. Do you remember last year? Antonio Conte was City manager, and he beat us in the Champions League final. He left City to become Paris manager, and obviously we're going head to head again. Just knocked Bayern out. He's knocked City out as well. Is it going to knock us out? I don't know, but I'm super excited to find out. But before we look at Paris Saint-Germain in a bit more detail, because I'm not going to go through too much else really in this episode, I want to get into both of them live comms and get through it. We're going to look at our squad, arranged by average rating. You'll see Maida at the top, Lammers, who's come back from his injury here, but look at his condition there, look at that. He's way off playing. Hopefully make it back for the final. Chalky, Shelley, the big names have stepped up this year. Moss is out, obviously, but some of the kids are injured. The backup fullbacks are both out. We've got Bamford's out, I don't know how long he's out for. 2 weeks. Azuwu, with backup left back's injured, he's out for 3 months. That's him dead. And Baby Hulk's injured again. He's out for 5 weeks. He has missed loads of this season. He probably would have played loads more than 6 games. And in them 6 games, he scored 2 goals, set up 1. He's just a bit injury prone. Hopefully, well, I'm never going to find out, because I'm going to play this save a little bit myself offline. I might play a few more years myself for a bit of fun. But yeah, he's not been the greatest. I'll definitely be buying a superstar striker. Now, PSG. We have previous. We've met them before in the first knockout round of the Champions League, but it wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. It was another manager. I'm dead sure of that. Because he got beat at home, if you notice, and I never got beat. Remember when we checked it and went through it all, I've never been beaten at home. So I don't know if it's Diego Simeone was the manager, I can't remember, I can't bother checking. I think it's Simeone. So they've beat us before, but it's such a good team. But it's super rich, and you'll see some of their players. So here we are on a general scouting player list. No filters, this is just the most highest valued players in the world. And like I said, you see the top 4, Paris Saint-Germain, you've got a City player, Paris Saint-Germain, 2 City players, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona players, blah 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 blah. So I mean, these guys, look at them, all forward attacking players as well. So here we are on the squad arranged by average rating. What makes me laugh is Kyle Mbappe is still about, but he's getting on a bit now. I think he's getting on a bit. He's injured anyway. He's 33, but he's still worth 25 million. But we're here to just check, because it's at the regen, so you don't know what we're coming up against. So let's find out. First up is Jurgen Rolfan. He's an attacking central midfielder, central player, Dutch man. Dutch master. Used to play for FC Bain, he's played for Manchester City as well. Only 28 years old. And yeah, he's a bit good, isn't he? Next up is Federico Perez, a left winger, Argentinian, played for Liverpool before Paris. And again, a decent winger. I like a bit more pace from him. I think he's not as quick as he could be. But then he's got crazy dribbling skills, crazy tackers. Next up is another attacking midfielder. So these two in the middle, if they could both play, got to be crazy creative, aren't they? It's Aguirre, Tixini. Thank God he's not in my team. He'd have a nickname if he was. Next up is Tom Zickert, a German. I love a German. 29 years old, 97 goals in 97 games for Germany. It's not bad. But to look at him on paper, I think he's a good striker. He's a goal machine though. Won't say he's better than Man, shall we? So yeah, we're going up against 62-year-old Antonio Conte again. He's a great manager on this game. He's had a lot of jobs. I mean, he was at Man United for a bit. He's the Man United, Man City manager, Paris Saint-Germain manager, Real Madrid manager. He's been around. All these managers have mooched a bit, to be fair. Which has been like a lot of this merry-go-round. It's been a long time since I've probably played this long in a save and paid that much attention to it. But it's like one manager will leave and it creates that domino effect. Right, on to the match preview. Let's get this underway. On our way. So it's suiting us how it usually is. I think it's best for us to do it this way, where we can maybe go away and if we get some bonus, hopefully we don't get spanked and make it really hard for ourselves. But if we get beat 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, there's always a good chance, I think. So I like it this way. I like going away. We're in the better form, but they're the favourites. They've got higher valued players, but that doesn't mean they've got better players. It don't mean they've got a better team. So welcome to Paris, and they're playing a pretty standard formation. It's the one you always see quite a lot. A lot of you guys probably use it, but it's probably best suited to them really because they've got so much around this area. None of their top players are really defenders, so I'm hoping we can do well against them because we have got a good team. That's where we are. Let's stay chilled out, man. I want you to ignore the recent praise in the media and just play your natural game because I think we could do well. Here we go. A few team huddles. Managers aren't talking to each other. I don't mind Conte. I think he's still a little bit bitter. I used to call him Wiggy because he does wear a wig. There's no way you go from being as bald as he was to have as much hair as he's got now. You can't have an hair transplant. He'd have been bald at the back instead of on the top because they've had to move it all over the top, wouldn't they? Right, early doors, let's give him a bit of encouragement. You know I like to do a bit of that. Have you noticed I've got my Browns hat on? If you don't follow NFL, you should. It is the greatest game ever. Got a big soft spot for the Cleveland Browns. I've been a fan for a very long time. I love the history of the Browns. They used to be one of the best teams. Used to win everything before the NFL, the Super Bowl ever. And obviously not had a great history. I mean, a few years ago, they used to have Bill Belichick as the head coach, who is the head coach of the Patriots and has won like 10 million Super Bowls. As he left, the team got removed and took to Baltimore, and that team pretty much won a Super Bowl from the new Baltimore Ravens. Luckily, a few years later, Cleveland got their team, a new team created. They call them the Browns again, and they've had it tough, really. And they've won one game in the last 32, one game in the last 2 years, until the other night when the quarterback went down and they brought on Baker Mayfield, the #1 pick, great player, and he just destroyed the New York Jets. One of the best games I've ever watched. Not a lot's happened, half an hour gone, we're on key highlights, and Paris Saint-Germain are doing their best to score, and we're doing our best to let them score. Right, I'm going to demand a bit more. Yeah, I am on key, because we've got 2 games to get through, aren't we? So I don't know how many highlights you're going to get to see. You're probably just going to end up listening to me chat a load of crap. But it's been Paris Saint-Germain again. Come on, boys. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here's Jose, he's been on absolute fire. He's got a mohawk. And I don't know what that was. Half time here in Paris, it's 0-0. Fair play. Hopefully we can nick a goal, get a nice cheeky wiggle. Calm in the beginning, I'm going to be serious now. And I want to say, go out there and give your money's worth. Still no greens, I'm not the green machine today, am I? There we go, kick off the second half. And thank you to everyone who's obviously supported the series still. I'm going to miss it, hopefully you're going to miss it. But trust me, I'll be putting 100% into my FM18 content. The Man United series is going to be 1 season, maybe 2, probably 1. Just as I get to know the game. And I thought I'd share that with you. I've never done a beta before. Hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. But my long one, I hope it's going to be great. Really am. I'm gambling, obviously, gambling doing a custom team. But I thought I was gambling this year doing a team no one's ever heard of. Get in, Mark Shelley. Sir Mark Shelley, you're a hero. A few people in the community said to me, no, you're taking a risk here, dude. You know, everyone in the past always done big teams or teams at least someone's heard of that's got actual fans. But I think Central's been great, and for a long time it was quite successful. It's only recently it's took a dip, and I just think maybe, hopefully, that's just because it's the end of the FM18 year. What the hell was that then? Like, the defender tried to backheel it in his own net. Okay, making a few changes, 2 because of yellow cards, 1 to freshen up front. We've got half an hour to go. I think even if PSG score now, I'm happy we've got that goal, because I'm honestly super confident at the sub. So half an hour to go, and they've dominated it really. 60% possession, double the chances, but you've got to get in the back of the net, haven't you, man? And with the attacking players they've got, maybe it shows you how good our defence can be. I'm not saying they're not awesome, I'm not saying they're going to shut out Paris here, you know, but they've been very good, obviously, haven't they? Especially in the Premier League, 20 goals conceded. I'm not sure what the European record's like, but they've been fantastic. Do you know what I mean? If everyone does the job, you're fine. That's all you need. Oh, here's Paris, so he's nicked it. Oh, well defended, Tico. Tico time. But they're coming straight back on us. A lot of pressure. There's been a lot of pressure this game. Great tackle. Risky tackle. We're asking for this, so we're asking for it. Blimey, we are hanging on here. Corner ball, bit shit. Here's Santa Cruz on the edge of the box. Can you do anything with it? Let's give it back to Mark Shelley. Come on, Mark. Gives it back to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, cheeky pass to... Oh, they took it off us, but we nicked it back. Oh, a bit ping-pongy. This is brilliant, this. This is freaking brilliant if we can do this. Got a great chance, you know, here now. Oh no, there you go. What a way to let me down. Hey? Well, the press have said what a game, or the commentator said what a game. I've got to admit, they battered us. Don't get me wrong. I kind of feel robbed. Right, I can't be too angry. I'm just going to be calm and say you're unlucky. That'll do me for now. Let's get home. Okay, here we are on the list, and Paris Saint-Germain are the second best team in the world, apparently, according to this list. Real Madrid have won, and it's City, Barcelona, Bayern, and then us. Man United, well. Okay, I've got one game I'm going to play off camera. It's against the bloody Scousers away on telly. Oh God. Well, not only did I not beat team, I thought I can't risk it. I can't risk getting battered off the Scousers. But we got battered off the Scousers. Absolutely dicked. Sandro got 2, Miller got 2. We were awful. So this is the Premier League now. We've got 3 games left. Chelsea have got 2. So obviously Chelsea can still win the league. If we lose our last 3 games, basically Chelsea can still win the league. We're a game away. And guess who we're playing next? Chelsea. So if Chelsea can beat us, which they can, because they're good, they're the champions, they can really help themselves towards maybe nicking the freaking title off me again. If that happens again, right, I'll never play football. Do you know what? I don't know what I'll do, but it won't be pretty. Okay, here we are in the match preview. Am I confident? No, not really. We're both inconsistent. We're now the favourites at home. It's going to rain. Might be in our advantage. Oh, I can't believe we've got to be off Liverpool with my best team. We're going to be like, the morale's going to be low in it. Okay, here we are, Central fans at the Subret Dolly. Big night for us, and a big night for Aaron Lammers, who's fully fit. Can he hit the ground running? Hey, only a couple of games left this season. We need this kid to be as good as he was at the start of the year. Right, I'm not going to be calm, I'm going to be serious. If I can click it, there you go. Don't get complacent. The green machine is back. Let's get out there. There we go. Under the floodlights in Manchester, wet pitch. Best fans in the world. Come on, lads. Right, let's just keep this encouragement thing going. Encourage the lads. You would be doing that, wouldn't you, as a manager? You'd be on the sideline. Come on, lads, you can do this. Come on, barking at your orders, wouldn't you? Here's Paris Saint-Germain, though. Well done, safe hands, O'Donnell. Come on, here's Paris Saint-Germain. Another bloody highlight from them. It'd be a sad way to go out on it, to lose my first ever home game in Europe. In my last ever game in Europe. That wouldn't be great, would it? But it's probably what's going to happen. You know, this is bloody serious, man. I mean, when I've had people say to me, oh, you do too well. That was in the early days. We flew through the leagues and all that. It's just easy to do. But I won't say we've been that successful. We've won an FA Cup, a League Cup here and there. Come on, boys, what are you doing? But I've only won 1 league title in the Premier League in about bloody 10 years in the Premier League. Won the Champions League once, lost it once, lost the Europa League. You know what I mean? I'd like to go out on a high. I'd love to go out on a high. Do the double. It'd be amazing. Like, come on, boys. I want some more, so I'm going to demand more. It's a bit piss poor, to be fair. Oh, come on. Chalky tracking in back there. Not done well though. Great pass, one-on-one. Great save. O'Donnell up to gear this year. About half an hour gone. Pretty even. Definitely a possession kind of team because they're beating us in possession again. One of their players has got a knock. Hopefully it's a good one. I'll be happy with that. But it has been mainly Paris highlights. Come on, safe hands. Get it out. Oh, there we go. Lovely long ball. I'm going to quick bird twirl. Right, end of the first half. Technically we're winning. Just hanging on by the skin of our teeth. So, let's go to tactics. And I'm going to switch to attacking. I'm going to go at these in the second half. Why not? Back to team talk. And let's do the old Alex Ferguson aggressive. I'm far from pleased. Who's on a red Maida? Get over it, mate. Get over it. Come on, central. What was that line up there? A bit weird, wasn't it? Can we get straight at these? Early goal. Put this game to bed. I'd be happy. Boljan had a shocking first half. If I had a central midfielder on the bench, I'd have brought him off. Good save. So we've got half an hour to go. It's not pretty at all. There's some guys are just not turning up again when we really freaking need them. You can be great all year long, but then when we need you at the very end of the season to try and win something or get to a final, that's when you need to show up. Well done, Boljan. Well done. He's had a better second half. First half was shit. Here's Casely Ayford. He's found Maida. He's found Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz gives the freaking ball away. Too much of that. Come on, Kate. Oh, come on. Okay, I've gone back to standard and I've just told them to tighten up. You'll see that at the top there. Kylian Mbappe's got a knock as well. This is not fun. We're seconds away here now. Come on, lad. Come on. Oh, come on, just come on. Right, we've got like 3 seconds left of injury time. 3 seconds. There you go. We've done it on away goals. It wasn't pretty, but we've got to our second Champions League final. On the run. Do you know what? I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with that at all. Can't win shit with that like that. I'm far from pleased. Colorado's, I'm spitting his dummy out now, but I've got a load of green from that. That was not good. But if we look at the fixtures, you'll know, I think in the last like 9 games or something, we've only won 2. So, and it's not because of injuries, it's because of bad form, so I'm a bit worried about that. I think I might have to talk to a few lads. But we could actually win the league. We beat Chelsea, we'll win the league. They won't have enough points, games and points left to be able to do it. So it's a bit of an anticlimax for you. Could come back in the next episode and we'll be champions, which would be awesome. But we're going to go out in style, hopefully, in the Champions League final, which is at Wembley. Well, what a way to end day against the #1 team in the world, Real Madrid, the kings of Europe. The final ever game, final ever live con of my Manchester Central series, guaranteed. It's going to be against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. That is in England as well at Wembley. That's a bit special. Well guys, there you go. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. I know it wasn't pretty, but we've got there in the end. We're this close to winning a league, but we still could blow it. You'll find out in the next episode. Hopefully we don't. Our form's been appalling. I don't know what's wrong. It's just not happening. I'll think about a few individual chats over the next week or so because I really want to go out in style. Premier League's going to be great if we can win that. But I want the Champions League. I really do want it. I really do want it, especially after losing it last year. And to beat Real Madrid in the final would be a beautiful thing. So I'm excited. Really, I'm excited. And also sad that it's coming to an end soon. So make sure you come back for episode 26, which is part 2 of the end. You don't want to miss the Champions League final. And hopefully I'll see you again. I've been booed. You've been great. Bye bye.